Since everyone's giving their 2 cents about this, I thought I might as well join the club. Congratulations, Jake Paul. You managed to beat a 58-year-old man who 4 months prior had a life-threatening operation with his gastric ulcer. A man who's 3 years younger than your own father, who I'm sure you'd question someone's sanity if they wanted to fight him in a boxing match.
Some dumbass from the UK, his name's Simple Simon, called me out for a fight.
I know you're a funny man, Greg. Well, let's not talk about bare knuckle and MMA. Let's get a pro boxing match sorted. Either in the UK or US. I don't care. At least you don't handpick your fights, mate, like Jake does.
So, respect where respect is due, all hats are off to you. I mean, it's not like you would fake a fight. That 20 million payout wouldn't be remotely enough to have Tyson go easy on you, considering at the beginning he was bullying you like he wanted to bite your ear off. Look guys, regardless of how you feel, he did win. And though I don't really care...
What did you say? I don't care!
My main issue is the fact that so many people think this sparring match was the real deal. And that people felt they were scammed that paid for the fight. Even though they were. Also, I do kind of find it funny that Paul couldn't even knock out Tyson in the final round. I mean, Mike just stood there. That to me is the greatest L. But, moving on. So, I personally didn't watch the fight because I have better things to do than watch the Paul brothers perform their dozen cash grabs. Besides, if I wanted to see a scammer, my Indian tech support brothers have got me covered there. But I did decide to see the videos posted on YouTube later. Now, I grew up in a generation where people thought this was real. Actually, today there are still people who think this is real. Now, no respect to those who work out to perform these stunts. I give my respect where respect is due, since I hit the gym and I know it's not easy, especially the amount of drugs you need to take to be able to make it big in sports like this. But for those who don't know, it's all scripted. Drama to entertain you. Wrestling, of course, not boxing. And I feel YouTube boxing because of Logan Paul. Whoops, sorry, wrong Paul brother. It's kind of hard to not get two scummy people mixed up. My bad. But it feels like we could be going down an era where boxing becomes the new wrestling. And I think it's just disrespectful to the legit boxers out there who are doing this for real. And then you get these self-proclaimed boxers like Jake Paul who won't step in the ring with anyone who wants to beat him up. He only looks for opponents that he knows he can beat so that he can play into his villain role for marketing because he gets people to watch. Hell, even KSI at this point would probably go easy on him in a fight. And this is just because his business partner is the dude's brother. Logan himself claims he's trying to be a good brother from now on, if that's even possible. So I'm sure he would have something to do with KSI holding back. So, where I do believe that the match was real, I do believe Mike and Logan probably came to some sort of agreement, like you can't knock him out or something. I've got no proof, but this is just based off of what I've seen off of, Jake's other matches. My second concern is for the people that felt scammed who paid for the match. Guys, times are tough for a lot of us. I can understand working that 9-to-9 job, finishing, getting on that ramen and OJ, and then having to sleep and repeat that torture, and then looking for a glimpse of entertainment to make yourself survive for the week. In this case, watching a legend beat up a Disney punk. But again, this is a Paul brother. You should have known you were being finessed. And sadly, that's time and money you're not getting back. Look, as long as Jake Paul remains hated and keeps finding people who claim they want to hurt him, whilst behind the camera they're being, buddy-buddy with him, then the next cash grab is behind the corner. And for those who felt they were scammed because, it wasn't worth what they paid for, a lot of them are just going to get, scammed again because they just want to see him get decimated. And sadly, there are always new teenage fans for him to get money off of these events, plus his diehard fans who believe he does no wrong. Hell, even people on Twitter are saying they won't watch until they see him face a real opponent. So in other words, if he grabbed KSI, sorry to use you again, KSI, and you thought there was real beef going on, you're going to watch it, thinking it's going to be a real fight when you're going to get something like this again. Providing KSI and his boyfriend aren't, on good terms. But what are you going to do when it happens again and they play you? Another fight comes out and it's like Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. Or, Jake Paul picks up somebody's coffin and starts boxing that. You're going to say, and next time when this person fights him, then I'll go watch. And then again and again and again, you keep giving him money. And he keeps doing it. Do you wonder how you solve this problem? You just don't watch. Wait for the highlights to show. And if his fans say he was knocked out, then watch it. You save yourself a lot of money. And that way you're guaranteed not to be disappointed because hey, Jake got knocked out. Brilliant. I can go watch something entertaining for a Sunday night. Anyway, that's all I got to say on this story. The whole thing just leaves a bad taste in my mouth. But hey, anything from the Paul brothers is going to do that. Am I right, Mike Tyson?
Ouchie.